The truth that the failing trader avoids, the one that no magic indicator or expensive course will ever reveal, is simple. The real reason he is still not profitable has nothing to do with his strategy's win rate. It has everything to do with the undisciplined, emotional, and profoundly flawed thinking that he brings to the game every single day. The trader believes he is engaged in a battle of wits with the market. He is not. He is engaged in a battle with himself, and he is losing spectacularly. The market is merely the arena, the unforgiving mirror that reflects his own psychological weaknesses back at him in the stark language of profit and loss. His account statement is not a measure of the market's fairness. It is a perfect report card on his own character. Until the speculator accepts this, he is doomed to repeat the same cycle. He will jump from one system to another, from one guru to the next, always searching for an external solution to an internal problem. He is looking for a key when the door was never locked. It is his own hand that is holding it shut. So let us, for a moment, be brutally honest and dissect the real reasons for his failure. The first and most lethal reason is the trader's relationship with hope. Hope is the most expensive word on Wall Street, yet the amateur treats it like a trusted advisor. He enters a trade, and it moves against him. His own rules, the ones he swore he would follow, tell him to cut the loss. It is a small loss, manageable, but he hesitates. A voice begins to whisper in his ear, "It's just a shakeout. It will come back." That voice is hope, the siren song of the losing trader. He clings to this hope as his small loss grows into a significant one. He averages down, throwing good money after bad, convinced he is a savvy investor buying a dip when in reality he is an addict getting another fix. He has turned a trade into a prayer, and the ticker tape does not answer prayers. It is a machine for registering facts, and the fact is, he is wrong. A disciplined speculator accepts this fact and acts on it. The amateur denies it, and the market punishes his denial without mercy. Then there is hope's evil twin, fear. When, by some stroke of luck, the trader finds himself in a profitable position, he is immediately seized by a different kind of poison. He watches the profit grow, and the fear that it will vanish becomes unbearable. He cannot stand the thought of that green number turning red. So he sells. He snatches a meager profit, feeling a moment of relief. He tells himself that one can't go broke taking a profit. But he has it completely backward. The failing trader allows his losses to run, nurtured by hope, and cuts his winners short, strangled by fear. A farmer who pulled up all his healthy sprouts and watered all his weeds would go bankrupt in a single season. Yet the amateur does this every day in his trading account and wonders why he is not successful. The math of this approach leads to only one destination: ruin. The second major reason for his failure is that he is mentally lazy. He may put in the hours staring at the screen, but he refuses to do the hard work of thinking for himself. He wants to be told what to do. He craves tips. He scours social media and listens to so-called experts, hoping someone will hand him the winning ticket. He is looking for a fish when he should be learning how to fish. A man who needs a tip is a man who is destined to lose. If the tip is good, why would someone be sharing it for free? And if he takes the tip and it works, he has learned nothing. His confidence grows, but it is a false confidence, built on another man's thinking. When the next tip fails, and it will, he will have no idea why, and he will give back everything he made and more. A true speculator does his own work. He studies the tape. He learns the behavior of stocks. His successes are his own, and more importantly, his failures are his own. Each failure is a lesson, a piece of tuition paid to the school of Wall Street. The amateur, on the other hand, wants to outsource his thinking. When a trade based on another's opinion goes wrong, he simply blames the source of the tip and learns nothing. He is playing a sucker's game. The failing trader is also an egotist. He mistakes a bull market for his own genius. After a string of a few lucky trades, he believes he has figured out the game. He feels invincible. This is the most dangerous state of mind for any speculator. His ego begins to write checks that his discipline cannot cash. He increases his position size, he ignores his stop losses, he believes he is smarter than the market itself. He must understand this above all else: the market is never wrong. Opinions often are. The market is the final arbiter, the supreme authority. The speculator's job is not to argue with it. His job is not to impose his will upon it. His job is to listen to what it is telling him and align himself with the path of least resistance. The amateur thinks he is fighting the market, but he is only ever fighting the tape, and the tape always wins. When a stock is trending down, the novice sees it as a bargain and buys more. He is trying to be a hero, to catch the absolute bottom. He is fighting the overwhelming trend of the entire market. It is like trying to swim up a waterfall. It doesn't matter how strong a swimmer he is, the power of the current will eventually exhaust and defeat him. True strength lies in humility. The humility to admit being wrong quickly and the intelligence to ride the powerful trend, not fight it. The undisciplined speculator is also either a frantic gambler or a paralyzed statue. He knows nothing of the true art of speculation, which lies in the balance of action and inaction. He feels he must be in the market at all times. He jumps from trade to trade, chasing small, meaningless fluctuations. He is addicted to the action, the thrill. He is not a speculator. He is a gambler paying the house in commissions and spreads. The great fortunes of Wall Street were made not by constant trading, but by sitting, by having the patience to wait for the market to align itself for a major move, a pivotal point. And then, once in the trade, the money was made by having the courage to sit tight, to ride the position through the heart of the great swing. The big money is not in the individual fluctuations, but in the main movements. The amateur, however, lacks the discipline to wait for the perfect setup. He swings at every pitch, and when he does manage to hit the ball, he is so afraid of being thrown out that he stops at first base. He never gives himself the chance to score a home run. His trading is a frantic series of bunts and strikeouts. This is not a strategy for profitability. It is a strategy for exhaustion. Another reason for his failure is his refusal to accept full responsibility. When he has a losing trade, he finds an excuse. When he has a winning trade, he attributes it to his own skill. This selective accounting allows his ego to survive, but it prevents him from ever learning. A trader must analyze his losses. He must dissect them without emotion. His trading journal should be a brutal, honest logbook of his mistakes. The amateur's is likely a work of fiction. He does not properly manage his capital. The novice risks too much on a single trade, hoping for that one big score that will change his life. This is the thinking of a lottery player, not a professional speculator. The primary job of a speculator is not to make money, but to preserve capital in order to stay in the game. A speculator without capital is like a store owner with no inventory. He is out of business. The failing trader treats the market like a personal ATM, expecting it to give him money on demand. He does not treat it as a serious business, a profession that requires deep study, intense focus, and unwavering discipline. He is a dabbler, an amateur, and the market is the domain of professionals. The professionals are paid with the amateur's money. He personalizes the market's movements. He feels that they are out to get him, that his stop-loss was hunted. This is supreme arrogance. The market does not know or care that he exists. He is a single grain of sand on an infinite beach. The waves will do what they will do. His belief that the market is personally targeting him is just another excuse that prevents him from seeing the flaw in his own strategy and placement. He has no patience. He wants to get rich by next Tuesday. The market is a mechanism for transferring wealth from the impatient to the patient. The amateur is on the wrong side of that transfer. He must learn that this is a long game. It takes years to become a competent doctor or lawyer. Why does he believe he can master the art of speculation in a few months? The failing trader is, in short, his own worst enemy. Every principle of successful speculation is a direct contradiction of basic human nature. The speculator must fight his own impulses at every turn. He must learn to do what is difficult and uncomfortable. He must sell when he feels hopeful. He must buy when he is terrified. He must sit still when he is itching for action. He must do nothing when he feels he must do something. So, this is the diagnosis. It is not pretty, but it is true. The reason the speculator is not profitable is not external. It is him. His psychology is his undoing. His impatience, his greed, his fear, his hope, in that order, are the assassins of his account. What, then, is the solution? It is not a new indicator or a secret formula. The solution is for the trader to begin the hard, painful work of remaking himself. He must go to war with his own instincts. He must forge a new character of iron discipline and emotional detachment in the fires of the market. He must study, not just charts, but himself. The aspiring speculator must keep a detailed journal of every trade. He must write down not just the entry and exit, but his emotional state. Why did he enter? Why did he exit? Was he fearful? Was he greedy? He must be honest. This journal will become his greatest teacher. He must learn to embrace small losses as a necessary part of the business, like an insurance premium. He must learn to sit with his winners and give them room to grow. He must trust his own analysis and ignore the chatter of the crowd. The successful speculator must stand alone. This is the path. It is not easy. It is a lonely road, and it requires a degree of self-mastery that few people possess. But it is the only path that leads to consistent profitability. The market will be here tomorrow, and the day after. It will offer the same lessons, over and over again. The ultimate question is this: is the trader willing to learn? Or will he continue to be the fool who blames the mirror for the reflection it shows? The choice, as it has always been, is entirely his.